Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we are diving deep into that endless search for the perfect online gaming spot. I mean, with so many options out there, how do you find a site that's actually worth your time? Well, we're putting one contender, nkgamesweb.com, under the microscope to see if it just might be the answer. You know that feeling, right? It's choice paralysis. You've got maybe 15 minutes to spare, you want to play a quick game, but you end up spending most of that time just scrolling, endlessly scrolling through sites and ads. Honestly, it can be more exhausting than it is fun. And this picture really gets to the heart of the matter. On one side, you have these super simple, no-download browser games, perfect for that quick, casual fix. And on the other, you've got the world of hardcore gaming. You know, the big downloads, the complicated rules, and yeah, usually a price tag. So the real question is, where do you fit in? So yeah, this is the challenge we're going to tackle. So many sites promise all this free entertainment, but the reality? It's often a frustrating mess of slow loading times, games that feel like they're from another decade, and ads that just take over your screen. How do you find the direct path to the fun? Okay, so let's introduce our key study for today, nkgamesweb.com. Now, our goal here isn't to sell you on it. Nope. It's to break it down piece by piece based on the actual data so you can make your own call. So first things first, we've got to look inside that game library. All right, let's get right to it. The heart of any gaming site is, of course, the games themselves. So what's actually in the library? Are we talking quantity, quality, or maybe some kind of smart mix of both? Let's find out. Okay, this breakdown is pretty revealing. You can see that puzzles are leading the charge with over 200 titles. But look at that. We've got strong showings from action, arcade, and strategy too. So this isn't some niche site for one type of player. It's definitely built to appeal to a whole range of casual gamers. So where are all these games coming from? Well, it's actually a pretty smart two-pronged strategy. The foundation is built on those familiar hits we all know and love. You know, the Tetris and bubble shooter type games. But to keep things from getting stale, they throw in some exclusive stuff like these seasonal adventures. It's a nice little balance of comfort and discovery. And this is a big one. The library isn't static. It's not just sitting there collecting dust. By adding 10 to 15 new games every single week, they make sure there's always a stream of fresh content. And that active curation, that's a huge plus. It gives you a real reason to keep coming back. Of course, a great library means nothing if the site is clunky and slow, right? But the tech here seems really solid. Games are loading in under 5 seconds, it's all modern HTML5, so you don't have to worry about outdated Flash, and the design works smoothly on your phone. The main takeaway here? It's built to be stable. So you spend your time actually playing, not just waiting or, troubleshooting. So we've seen what it has to offer, but context is everything. How does this site actually perform when you put it right up against the big dogs in the online gaming space? All right, let's put it to the test. We're going head-to-head comparing NK Games Web against two of the industry giants, Poki and Crazy Games. Okay, this data tells a really fascinating story. I mean, on sheer volume of games, Crazy Games is the undisputed king. There's no arguing that. But look closer at the user experience stuff. NK Games Web actually has a better ad intrusiveness score than Crazy Games, and it's right on par with its mobile performance. It's pretty clear they're not trying to win on quantity. They're competing on the quality of the experience. So, after looking at the library, the tech, the competition, we get to the most important question of all. Is this the right gaming site for you? Let's bring it all together. So here's the bottom line. The pros are crystal clear. You've got a varied game library, reliable, fast tech, and a really solid mobile experience. The cons? Well, you're going to see some ads, and you're not going to find a ton of exclusive, groundbreaking titles. It's that classic trade-off. You're trading sheer volume and novelty for convenience and reliability. And this quote from the analysis just hits the nail on the head. The sweet spot for this site, it's not the hardcore gamer. It's for busy people. Folks who just want a quick, accessible, bite-sized dose of fun without the huge commitment of a download or a subscription. And hey, if you do decide to check it out, here are 3 quick tips to get the most out of your time. First, start with the new games section to see the freshest content. Second, sort by user rating to find the proven hits that people are loving. And third, if you want to get first dibs on those exclusive seasonal games, turn on notifications. Which brings us to our final thought. You know, in a world where gaming is getting more and more complex every day, sometimes the most valuable thing is just simplicity. If your ultimate goal is just to have some reliable, easy-to-access fun, then a site like this might be exactly what you've been looking for.